Hi, welcome back. I'm here in the nursery today, Earth Nursery, and I wanted to give you guys an update on all the succulents that I propagated. I don't remember exactly when it was, like I think about a month ago. I believe it was, early October. So these are all the ones that I've been living outside all summer, and then I basically chopped them all up and brought them in, and there's been a ton of progress. So a good way to test to see if succulents have rooted without actually disturbing the roots is to give them a little wiggle, and if they feel like really secure in their spot, then you know that they've rooted. Another thing that you can look for is new growth, and that can be a little hard to tell without before and after pictures, but these ones have definitely put on some new growth right around the middle, and a few of them, I don't know if that pup was there, and some of them are setting out blooms as well, which I think may have started before, but yeah, it's like surprising that they're able to do that. And then a lot of progress on the leaves as well. So this was literally just like a leaf that I put down. So it has all those rosettes forming, and then it has all the roots. And this one's like clinging on to a little piece of pumice. So the plan for today is to put a bunch of these in some of the empty pockets that I have in the seed trays. So I have space for 7. And I think I probably have like 7 like really good ones in here. So I'll put those ones in. The other ones can stay here a little while longer. Like it doesn't hurt. Eventually they might just root into the pumice that's there. So for these ones, the roots will find their way to where they need to go. But if you kind of make like just a little bit of a hole, and this is straight pumice. So I'm just gonna like gently place that, and it's more just about getting the leaf in a place where it's steady so it doesn't like fall out and yank out all the baby roots. So just like that, it doesn't need to be anything more specific than that. And unlike other plants, for succulents, their roots are kind of sensitive, so that will have been enough to make a bunch of little cuts into them. So if I were to water them right away, that would make it lose like all of its liquids basically. So the roots would be doing the opposite of what we want them to do. So I'm just gonna like let these sit just dry for at least a week or a couple weeks probably, and then I'll water them after once the roots have healed, and then they'll be able to kind of regulate better. This one is bringing a few of its little pumice friends along, so it was already finding its way. So on these succulents, and I don't actually know the name for them, they all started from one, and I have like tons of them because they propagate so easily. But we did have a little bit of drama in that there was a very mild aphid infestation. I'm not sure exactly what kind of aphids they were. They were like the little black ones. And you can always tell with them because they have like they produce honeydew, so there's always like little droplets of honeydew kind of near where they are. So the way I dealt with the aphids was basically spraying them with alcohol. So I turned off the grow light that was facing like directly here, and then for I think about a week actually, like there was still ambient light from the other grow lights, but I didn't want anything directly on them because I didn't know if the alcohol would like, I don't know, burn the leaves or something if there was also light. Anyway, so once I had dealt with the aphids, then basically what was left was just like the scarring from, and I think that's from the honeydew and the grow lights maybe, I'm not sure. Or I think I've also heard that sometimes the honeydew can get like moldy or something, and that can also damage the leaves. Anyway, so a few of them have the scarring, but the good thing with these is that they grow so quickly that in no time, like these leaves will be further back, there'll be fresh ones in the front, and then I can always remove any kind of deformed leaves as well. So I haven't spotted any new bugs recently or any bugs on plants that didn't have them before, so hopefully that's been dealt with. I'll continue to keep an eye on it though. And you can see on this side, the aeoniums seem to be really happy. They kind of pancake like this. I think when they're not getting enough light, like when they're really happy, they kind of close and become almost like a rosette. I can show a picture from how like this one was during the summer. So all of these are from one succulent, which is always amazing to me. And these ones seem to be growing as well. Like all the new leaves or all the leaves on the inside are new. So yeah, so I know that these ones have rooted well as well. And also the jade cuttings just look like really happy and healthy. They're very firm, like if you wiggle them, like there's no movement at all. And then with the little San Pedro cactus, I accidentally knocked it over the other day, which was sad. And when it fell on the burrows, and then it had like a few little like burrow leaves stuck on its thorns, which was kind of funny. But when it did get knocked over, I saw that it did have kind of the beginnings of roots. I have some rough footage you can't really see, but I'll put it up anyway. And I don't want to disturb it again because I replanted it after. So I could see that there was the start of something. It's definitely the wobbliest. So I think when I take the other plants to display them, I think this one will stay until it's, finally firm enough. So the last thing I'm going to do is take all of the big succulents here. These were the ones that I had planted into little ceramic pots because they were kind of like the biggest of each of the varieties. So I think what I'm going to do is take all of these out, and also the jade plant. This one is just doing great. It's been growing new leaves and stuff, so I think that one's good to go too. So I'll put those out in a sunny windowsill, and I will supplement with some grow lights as well. But I'm excited to see them bloom, and it'll be nice to have them somewhere that we see them all the time. But yeah, thanks for coming along for this update tour, and I'll catch you next time.